Hi everyone, I'm P. Hasni Reddy. Today we are going to discuss about looping statements in C programming. These are one type of control statements which are used to execute the program number of times based on the condition true. These looping statements are classified as pre-test or entry control looping statements and post-test or exit control looping statements. Entry control looping statements are while, nested while, for, nested for loops. Exit control looping statements are do while, nested do while. In this video, we'll learn about entry control looping statements. Entry control looping statements. In this, the compiler will check if the condition is true and only then it enters the loop block. Whereas in exit control loop, without checking the condition, it enters the loop at least once. The steps to write a loop program are: firstly, we need to initialize, and then we need to give a condition, and then updation. Now let us learn about for loop. This is the syntax for loop. We need to write the initialization, condition, updation in the for, and that is, and then we need to give the executable statements. And nested for loop is nothing but a for loop enclosed with another for loop. Example for loop: to print 1 to 5 natural numbers. So here we have taken a variable I. And the initialization is I equal to 1. The condition is I less than or equal to 5. And the updation is I equal to I plus 1. So firstly, the initialization I equal to 1, as 1 is less than or equal to 5, the condition is satisfied, so 1 is printed first, and then it goes with the updation. I becomes 2, 2 is less than or equal to 5, so 2 is also printed, and then 3, 4 and 5. When it comes to 6, 6 is not less than or equal to 5, so 6 will not be printed. The output will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as shown. This is the example for loop. The syntax for while loop is as shown: while, condition, and then two block of executable statements, and then updation. Now let us know about while loop using an example. Example for while loop. Here we need to print 1 to 1 natural numbers. We have taken the variables I and n. We need to give the value of n and the address of n. It is not d, it is address of n. I equal to 1 is the initialization given, and while I less than or equal to n, that is the condition. So if I is less than or equal to n, then that I will be printed, and then it goes with the updation I equal to I plus 1, and if it is also less than or equal to n, then it is also printed in the next line of the previous one. And if I is not less than or equal to n, then it goes out of the loop and by is printed. So for example, if n equal to 3, I equal to 1, I is less than or equal to 3, so 1 is printed. 1 is less than or equal to 3, so 1 is printed. And it goes with the updation 1 plus 1, that is equal to 2. 2 is less than or equal to 3, so 2 is printed. And then 3 is also less than or equal to 3, 3 is printed. And if the updation goes with 3 plus 1 equal to 4, 4 is not less than or equal to 3, so by is printed. It goes out of the loop. Statement by is printed.